1.
How cool was that Tesla Model Y teaser? But what is up, party people? Today is just gonna be a super simple quick video about the Tesla Model Y unveil event. Well, more about what the Model Y is, and the Model Y is the 4th car that Tesla has released. They also have the Tesla Semi and the Tesla Roadster version 1 and then 2 coming in 2020, but the Model Y completes the whole sexy theme ever since 2012 with the Model S. And the Model S means sedan, the Model X is crossover, and then the 3 is to complete the sex. But Ford almost killed sex because they were threatening to sue the Model E, so Tesla had to change it to the 3, which kind of looks even cooler because it's like S3XY. And now, what is the Y? I think it is the most pivotal car for Tesla, because right now Tesla's in that specialized luxury car brand area, but with a Model Y being that could be the most popular car, selling as much as up to 2 times more than the Model 3, that Model Y car could get Tesla from just a specialized car brand to the common name car brand. And just to put it into simple terms, the Model Y is a cheaper version of the Model X. Just like how the Model 3 is a cheaper version of the Model S, the Model Y is kind of a smaller-rise version of the X. It's gonna have 7 seats, but that's gonna be an optional choice, and the 7 seats is gonna come in 2020 compared to the 5 seats, which is $3,000 cheaper, and that's gonna come with the 2020 models. And by the way, the standard battery version of this one that's gonna start the Model Y at $39,000 is going to come in the spring of 2021, while every other model is gonna come in the fall of 2020. And from the outside, the Model Y just looks like a beefed up version or an SUV version of the Model 3. The front looks the exact same as the Model 3. The back looks a little bit more like the X, but the doors and door handles open up and look just like the Model 3. So from the outside, it's a Model 3, but on the inside, it's a Model X. And on the inside, you have that nice panoramic glass roof. Let's roll some epic music over that panoramic glass roof right now. Oh man, that panoramic roof just looks so good. It's gonna make it feel like you're in a spaceship. But this is also a hatchback. It's also gonna peak out at a 300-mile range, which is on par for that 10% less than a Model 3. It's also gonna have a 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds, so super fast, just like that. Tesla, all cars for Tesla have to be fast, even the Tesla Semi. And by the way, Elon said on stage that the Semi had 2 meanings: semi-truck and semi-sexy. Ooh, I see you out there, Elon Musk. But getting into the specific models, which you could check out on the Tesla.com website, because they have the full configurator for the Model Y, so you can play around with the exterior colors, red, white, blue, black, etc. And then you could play around with the interior, white or black, and then check out how much you're gonna pay with the model that's gonna come in 2020, because you don't get to play around with the standard battery, which of course is going to come later than the first versions, just like the Model 3. Let's just hope the Tesla sticks to that timeline of spring 2021. We'll be seeing, Tesla, we'll be seeing. And just to round it off with the Model Y, I'm just going to give the specifics of each model. We first start with the standard range, which is going to start at 39,000, a max range of 230 miles, and a 0 to 60 speed of 5.9 seconds. And just a little tidbit here, the Model Y is great on the turns compared to the Model Y, which is kind of so-so. So the Model Y is kind of really a better option if you're really a single man wanting an SUV. But getting into the long range, that's going to be 47,000 with a range of 300 miles, and that's going to be 0 to 60 of 5.5 seconds. The dual motor all-wheel drive is going to start at $51,000, 280-mile range, and a 0 to 60 of 4.8 seconds. And the performance with all these motors, all-wheel drive, is going to start at $60,000, a 280-mile range, and a 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds, which is super impressive. And I cannot wait until the Model Y comes out, because I'm going to say this is going to be the car that puts Tesla on the map. But getting into the Tesla Bloomberg Model 3 tracker, we have a total of 221,396 cars and 5,865 cars per week, which is steadily heading towards 8,000, and not even to mention the 2,000 per week that the Model S and X is putting in. And getting into the new superchargers that popped up this week, we have 5 of them. We have one in Gouda, Netherlands, a 12-star. We have a 10-star in Abernera, Denmark. We have a 6-star in Yantai Huan International Hotel in China. We have a 6-star in Nanjing Lidudanjin, China. And we have a 16-star in Bunnik, Netherlands. None in the United States, but Tesla is putting some outside the United States in some Asian regions, in Europe, which is all good, and we love to see that. I'll cover the rest of the Model Y event in next week's Tesla Saturday, but this was just dedicated to the Model Y because I wanted this to be its own video. But thank you for watching. That's all we have for today, and I will see you tomorrow for the latest and greatest.
3, 2, 1.